The most important concept for systemd is probably units. A unit represents a resource managed by systemd. But a unit at the end is only a file placed somewhere in our file system. In Linux, it's very usual that almost all the configuration is done through text files in our system. So let's take a look at them. In systemd, systemd units are, we have different places to where units unit information is, but the main one is probably this: in deep systemd system. Okay, in this directory we have a lot of text files. All these are text files that ends with service, target. For example, we have mounts here. Those are the service files. And I will open one. Okay, for example, a target. Remember the graphical target, this one. This is, or for example, the default target. Okay, where is the default target? Here. If I open the default target, I can see a text file with, it has a format. It tells that it's a unit. The description, documentation requires and wants. That's for managing the dependencies between the service, after some services, and there are a lot of additional information. A unit file could be very complex, but at the end, it's only a text file requiring something that needs to be done to achieve the system. The default target in this case is a symlink. You can see it here. This is the symbol of a symlink in the system. If you open this in the cell, you could take a look at where it points. Maybe here in the properties. Okay, this is pointing. I don't know where it points to. Permissions, open with. Yes, I don't know how to see it from here, but it points in our case to this, to graphical system, graphical target, sorry. And if we open graphical target, okay, it's the same file. We are editing the same file. If we want to start our system by default in multi-user target, we will link the default target to multi-user target. But at the end, it's only a file. But for managing services, that is what we will be doing in this unit. We have the units, the service units. The service units, for example, if I open one, for example, the LightDM, and maybe you remember LightDM from another unit here. This is the display manager, and this unit is um, is used for opening the display manager in our system. It would be required by the graphical target at somewhere, but we have here the definition. It's a unit, it's a service. It tells us here what should be run for this service, some conflicts, some dependencies, but it's a text file that specifies the service that is run by this unit. And for example, we can also take a look at another unit. There is another directory, another important directory for units here in the file system. In etc system, we have a systemd directory here somewhere. Here, system. As you can see, it's very similar to lib systemd, but etc is the files here has more precedence over the library files, because here is where we are supposed to put our own defined unit files, target services, and whatever. But here we have, for example, the Firefox mount service somewhere here. Here we are specifying that it mounts a file system, is something more or less equivalent to fstab for mounting units. Okay, so those are units. There are different types. We will see the different types in a next video. But in this course, we are not modifying or creating our own unit files. but you need to know what they are. You need to know a little bit where they can be they can be found. There are more places. The system is has a very complex way of precedence over. We have a lot of places where we can have unit files, precedence and whatever, but just at the end they are text files that specifies what must be done and the dependencies of that unit.